What is going on, YouTube? Final Boss back with another video, and today we're going to be playing on my level 3 account that I've recently created. So yeah, we're kind of setting up a deck, and I'm trying to figure out a deck that's going to be sustainable and that's going to work longevity-wise in the game. So currently, this is the deck that I've been using since the very beginning. My first epic was a Prince, and I do not recommend using epics down the road. So we're just going to kind of use the Prince for a little bit to kind of get it going, and but we're gonna eventually switch to just using all commons and rares because they're the best value in the game. So we start off today with a match against some Chinese guy, and we're going to give him our best shot. He's level 5 and we are level 3. I have not lost a game on this account yet, and he gives me a thumbs up, so let's just shoot him the thumbs back. You know, let's be nice and courteous. So I'm going to bring some tips and tricks into this that are really going to set everybody up for success going in the long run. You know, normally against these guys in this account, everybody likes to drop troops in right on the bridge. So we're going to do the opposite strategy, and it was one of the best strategies in the game, is to let people come to your side of the bridge and fight them there. That's where like the good fight is going to be done. So we didn't have our arrows up. So the fireball actually worked. It really helped to kill the Prince, and the Prince got locked on by our tower, and we're able to successfully take him down. So I'm trying to think of a deck that is going to be able to work and that's going to have, you know, sustainability down the stretch, and we'll see if we're going to be able to maybe get a level 6 account into the legendary arena. I know a lot of people back in the day were able to do it, but this game has changed. So we went on ahead right here and put our giant down just to kind of keep our musketeer alive, because a giant and a musketeer will essentially just take down a whole tower by itself. It's a great combo, and it's one that's being used in a higher play. So normally I'm sitting here telling you guys about defense, but this guy just spent 7 elixir after I already know that he was broke, and I know that he doesn't have anything he's going to be able to defend with the Prince, and a Prince by himself is detrimental, and it's just going to completely annihilate that tower. So let me go on ahead and bring up a solid point right here, is look at my placement for my goblins. So we're going to pull him all the way over there. We got their musketeer down, and you know, we could have put the musketeer a little bit better in the front, but then it would have got killed. So I'm trying to do another counter push, maybe take out that, or maybe he won't respond to it, but he puts down a bomber here, and we're still going to be able possibly to take down his. No, he does not, but he puts down a Valkyrie, which costs 4, or a musketeer costs 4, and the musketeer has just been going to town. So we're going to go ahead and start a slow push here, since we got our giant, and it's going to take a million hours to get even close to the tower, but we're not going to take any damage. We're going ahead and put the Prince behind the giant, which will essentially speed up the giant to get him there, arrow out the little skarmies, and that is it. So guys, listen, the best strategy and reason why I have not lost a game is because everybody likes to drop their troops on the bridge. The best way to win is just to sit there and let them come on your side of the bridge. I can't say this enough. It's really that easy, because as soon as you get cards, you're like, all right, I'm going to go on ahead and spin this. So we're going to go on ahead and put our goblins into the center. We're going to pull the Prince on over to the right hand side where we have more troops, and our Prince was fully charged, and now we're going to be charging on end. Musketeer is going to go on ahead and take down the bomber. Giant's doing his soft giant punches, and we're going to go on ahead and fireball there for the W. So the point is, guys, another solid point is to only upgrade the things that you're going to use in the future. I know when you're first starting off the game, it's really hard to see that, but if you go and upgrade every single item you get to there, you're not going to have very strong troops. So the best thing too is just kind of figure out, all right, well, I like using giant. Okay, cool. So only request giant. Giants are rares, and you can only request one rare at a time when you finally get it into your first clan. So just request rares that you really like and enjoy. The commons are really easy to level up, and thank God I had arrows right here, because he really brought it on us there. So that is a typical strategy in the lower levels and beginning, believe it or not, in the higher levels as well, as the Goblin Barrel and the Skarmy combo. It's a bait deck. And but we're able to handle that pretty easily there, and it looks like we're losing right now, but that's okay, guys, because he is spending all of his elixir, and we're sitting back just chilling, living a little stress-free life here, putting down some archers, able to take that down, and now we're going to put down our giant here to distract, and now we have what we call a counter push going on. And so now we have archers. And of course he goes on ahead and puts down his skeleton army. We don't have zap, but we do have arrows. So moving forward with this deck, I believe I'm just going to keep the arrows and the fireball, and I believe that's going to really work out for us. So I believe we're also going to keep the giant, and we're probably going to keep the archers and the spear goblins. And we might actually put barbarians into here, and we're probably going to also use the hog rider, which if you don't know me or haven't seen any of my videos, hog rider is my favorite card in the game. So now we're prepared. We didn't have our card cycled in the beginning. He was able to get some damage. We did not level up our arrows, so we are going to have to upgrade our arrows. So our musketeer here, look at that damage. Just go into town. We're going to go on ahead and defend here with the archers, and now we're going to put down our giant. We're just kind of not patiently waiting. So a really good push here also, guys, is to, you could just put a giant down and get your archers and spear goblins. That's enough to take down. We're gonna get 1 hit, 2 hits. Archer's gonna get a couple shots in here, and we're sitting on max elixir, so we're gonna go ahead and send our prince down on the right side. That tower is almost done, and you know what, guys, we don't have to sit here and defend that. We're gonna come back to that and get that later. I tried to get really cute here, and I thought he was gonna put a skeleton army down, but we're not able to protect it, guys. This guy has got me pinched into a position that I've not been in. Like I said, I've not lost on this count, and I do not want to lose one today. So we're gonna go on ahead, defend well here. Giant is just a sponge for all this damage. He's doing everything he can, and our time is just ticking away. So we go on ahead and put down our knight. We got our Prince Charming. We got our Prince Charming charging. Say that real fast. So he tries to put down a goblin barrel, and we take it out with our prince, thankfully. So now the tables have turned. He has a bunch of troops on that side. He's just doing everything he can, over defending. Guys, this is the thing. You don't need to over defend. Sometimes you have to lose a tower. These are just little things that you learn down the stretch that are really beneficial, that I'm trying to bring in and help with some tips. We've gotten set up here. All the thing we have to do is fireball, but we're going to save our arrows for a skeleton army. That is a 4 for a 3, but we called that correctly. We're going to go on ahead and arrow that out. Archer's going to be able to take out the bomb tower. Giant is going to get onto the tower, but it's a little too late. One more punch, and that is GG, and by far the closest one to a loss I've had yet since I've started this new account. So the point of making this whole account, guys, is to build up strategy to help out with some tips and tricks of how to pull troops, how to counter the prince, which prince is like one of the heaviest used cards in their lower arena, and also the skeleton army and the goblin barrels are some of the most used. But let me say this, guys, the epics are not worth it, okay, because you cannot request them, they're not easy to get, and they cost money. If you're going to be a free-to-play player and you don't intend on spending money on this game, this is the deck and the strategies here that I'm trying to help you guys out with that are going to be successful long time wise, because you know what, you can get to very high level with just all commons and rares, because they are the best cards in the game. They're easiest ones to level up. Yes, epics are good when you get them really high level, but when you have level 10s and 11 commons later down the road and your epics are at like 3, that's just, your commons and rares are a better deal. So yes, if you don't want to spend a ton of money, focus on leveling up your commons and your rares, and it's going to make you a better player. You're going to have more fun, you're going to win a lot more games, and just overall it's going to be a better experience for you. The epics are a lot of fun, but like I said, they're really not going to help you and help develop your gameplay. So we have a level 1 knight. I'm being super cheap here, guys. I have not leveled anything. He's more been like a distraction, but if I actually had him leveled up, he's kind of like a mini giant. So he has a lot of health points here, and we put down our prince coming in. Hopefully those archers can go on ahead and clean some stuff up along with and maybe we can get some damage here. So he thinks that he's going to be able to come over here and get me, but not today, sir. We're going to put down our goblins in the front, and we are going to pull the prince over into the other lane. So guys, check this out. Whenever you put troops on the left hand side of the king tower, you're going to be able to pull that troop over onto your other side like I did, and you can keep pulling those troops. So it's definitely a great tip and trick there that it works, and it just, especially when you can counter a prince for, you know, a cheaper amount in what we call positive elixir trades to you know, make it winning. This is what you want to do, is win. So yes, you can get really high up just with commons and rares, and we're gonna actually see if we can get maybe a level 5 or maybe hopefully a level 6. We can get this account into the legendary arena just with commons and rares. So I'm probably not going to stay with the musketeer because a 1 level higher fireball will actually kill the musketeer. So I'm thinking just you know, the archers, and we're gonna do the spear goblins, and we'll see what else we're gonna do on that. I'm not sure if we want to incorporate barbarians. They're pretty expensive, easy to fireball, but they do stop the hog rider and they do stop the giant. So we're gonna go on ahead and fireball there to this hut spammer. We're gonna go on ahead and put down our goblins here to assist over here. We're gonna just arrow all of that too, just clean up all the little bit of a junk. The baby dragon's really good at the little cheap objects, but you know, it doesn't deal a super ton amount of damage. So we're gonna go on ahead and just keep putting troops down here just to fend them off. We got this game in the bag, so we don't need to go on ahead and pressure the right lane. We've already seen every card that he has in his deck, so we're just kind of playing around here, fireballed all that junk away, and then we're gonna go on ahead and arrow his goblin barrel. So that's another reason I'd like to keep a fireball and an arrow, especially with all these little cheap troops. It's just easy to clean them up, and it's going to help with your big push. So our win condition, guys, in this deck that we're currently using is our giant. We just use him as just this massive fella that we can just put a bunch of troops down and go down what they call a beatdown strategy, where we just try to put a bunch of troops behind it and you know, win that way. But that sounds very unskillful. So what we really do here is just play a lot of defense, and then we put the giant down on a counter push to see what our troops can do, and that is essentially what we're going to do. So as I said earlier, we have a level 1 knight. I don't know if I'm going to use him. I know that an archers and knight combo is really good combo, but I really love the 1 elixir skeletons. We don't need to level him up because the 1 elixir skeletons are a distraction tool. They actually do a lot of damage if left alone on like on the giant or anything else like that, but we really want him there to, you know, pull minions. So pulling minions, if someone puts down minions on one lane, you can actually put them on the left side of the lane or the right side of the lane, whichever opposite side they're coming from. Once they kind of see them, then you can put them on that side, and the skeletons go running out the other lane, and you feel like the coolest person in the world. It's really awesome. It's really cool to see, and it's hilarious because, you know, for 1 elixirs, you know, you're sitting there countering 3 or possibly even 5. I've done that as well. You know, it's just to allow your towers to do some damage, and it's awesome. So we see him put his Valkyrie down in the back here. We're going to go on ahead and put our giant down. He's going to be able to, you know, take all the damage from the Valkyrie and pretty much whatever else we were going to do. So we're going to go ahead and put our musketeer down to help handle the Valkyrie. So he just wasted 4 elixir, guys. Check this out. So now we've defended here, and we've gone ahead and put our musketeer down, and we're going to go on ahead and fireball. Oh no, oh no, oh no. He puts down the skeleton army, but our musketeer and our 1 elixir, our little Larrys, are going to go on ahead and clean that up. So guys, you don't have to win the first push of the game. You want to figure out what kind of cards he has, how you're going to use it to counter, and check this out. Right here, we're going to pull the mini P.E.K.K.A. over there. The mini P.E.K.K.A. is just going to die. He's got a bunch of stuff going on here. We're just going to take a little bit of that damage. The musketeer is going to clean that up, and this guy is broke again. So that's the only thing we did. Like I said, just play solid defense. Now we're ready for our skeleton army, and we're going to go on ahead and arrow all that, and our giant is going to get 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6. That's right, 6 punches. That is a lot of damage from a giant. As you guys can see, we got his health down to that. So if we go on ahead and put our prince down in the back, it's going to get a full charge right there on that. And I actually messed up the 1 elixir skeletons. If I would have played that just a little bit faster, it would the musketeer would have locked on to those, and that would have been all she wrote, and we would have had a Prince Charming charging down the lane again. Come on, boss, let's talk a little bit better. So a little bit of archer damage there. We got that down to a fireball, I do believe, and the bomber's going to be taken care of there. So we're going to just go on ahead and wait for that bomber to die because we don't want our cheap troops to go on ahead and put over here. And as you can see, check this out, guys. I put the musketeer on the right-hand side. So why I did that there was so that now look at this. We're going to go on ahead and we have a huge push going down on the right-hand side of the lane. We don't have our arrows up, unfortunately, so we are going to take a little bit of damage. But guys, it really doesn't matter. We're making him defend on the right side of the lane when he should be pushing the other lane, and the only thing we have to do is fireball this other lane. But we're making him respond. So by keeping pressure on the other lane, playing defense on the right hand side with the musketeer was able to let us take an advantage of that. And this is, he can't do anything but just defend our troops, because if he doesn't, he's going to lose 2 towers. So it's a checkmate game. We just defended right there with the arrows, and that was a good game. So we're going to go on ahead and push to 1,100 trophies today so we can hopefully unlock the Hog Rider. Alright, let's see what we got. Barbarians, Giante. So a few more games will be into 1,100. Hopefully we don't drop an L today on the video. So we can, alright, we're almost there. 1,100. So we're going to get back at it. Let's go. Some of our last battles in the Barbarian Bowl. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm sorry. I know I keep messing up the sayings. You guys keep telling me in the comments. I promise I'm going to get better with my saying. Right off the bat here, we're waiting for him to attack, and we don't see him doing anything. So we're just going to go ahead and drop a giant. So as we speak here, he's lost 2 elixir, 3 elixir, 4 elixir, 5 elixir. This guy is practically just wasted. Let me get a free giant down, and that is great. So we're gonna go ahead and put our 1 elixir skeletons down, and the prince is just charging after them. Now my prince turns around, and we got some spear goblins going in, and we got a big push. Oh, charge! We got a full charge off there with our prince. Awesome. That is good. So, you know, I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he just had a bad starting hand, or, you know, whatever. But, you know, I sit there and say, guys, you know, wait for the other person to attack. But, you know, if they're sitting there for like 10 seconds, I don't play that game. I'm just going to go on ahead and drop some troops. Mini P.E.K.K.A coming down. Mini P.E.K.K.A has got to be addressed. A Mini P.E.K.K.A on a tower alone can take down a tower, or almost take down a tower by itself. And we were able to easily distract him there with just a pair of archers. And the musketeer, I was thinking that we could put down the 1 elixir skeletons here, but we're just going to let it go. We're going to build up possibly another big push here, or like, okay, here comes this prince, and now we're going to put our 1 elixir skeletons down in the center. Guys, if you do not know where to put troops to defend, check this out. See, we pulled the prince over with 1 elixir skeletons, and now we're able to kill with the 2 spear goblins. So that was awesome and easy, and that cost me 3, and his prince cost 5. Don't know why you're rocketing right here, but we're going to go ahead and put our giant down. The rocket does cost 6, so we're going to be able to get a big push here. The musketeer is going to be able to help out a lot here with the minions. We got our prince charging. And we're going to arrow everything over here. Doesn't look like we're going to get much of a push here, but he has 2 levels on us, and that's okay. So we went ahead, and we didn't want to waste elixir, so we went ahead and put some spear goblins down. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing again. We're going to put 1 elixir skeletons in the center. I tried to put my archers there, and but we did not we messed up there, so we went ahead and put our giant there. So the same concept applies, just on a bigger guy. And you know, we put our giant down, so it was able to also distract. He put down the I get a little bit of lag right there. That was weird, but as you can see, it looked like we don't have the clone spell yet, but it looked like a little clone from all the lag. So same concepts here. We're gonna beat them down in the center, and we're gonna put them on the right hand side of the tower, as you can see right there. And these are big, huge tips. These seems like very small things, but tile placement, timing are huge, and also not wasting your gold on things that you'll never use. And because you know what, you need to focus on one deck you're going to upgrade, and upgrade that for a while. And that's kind of what I'm doing here, is to show you guys a deck and some strategies that I think that are going to work going long-term wise. So hopefully, you know, right now I'm not upgrading anything that trying not to upgrade anything that I don't think I'm going to use. I might make a mistake, might have to go back and delete, but I'm going to try to find out what the perfect deck is, or the best deck. I feel like there's no such thing as a perfect deck, but I feel like I'm going to try to figure out what is going to be the best for long-term usage and best investment. So I thought that we were going to be able to put our musketeer over there on the right-hand side, squeeze him her over on there, but that did not work out successfully. I mean, we were able to take care of the minions, but the musketeer got in front of the giant. So obviously, you know, you don't want your kill troops in front of the tank. So this is just the basic concept and strategy of this game. So it's, you know, you get the kill troops behind the tank, you know, whether it be a knight or a giant, and that's the whole purpose of this deck. So we're going to go ahead and put down our musketeer. He's making us defend. We're going to go on ahead and put our 1 elixir skeletons in the center. Gosh, I love the 1 elixir skeletons. They're just so good. Just for one elixir, you know, we were able to sit here and destroy his entire push. We're going to go on ahead and, you know, he's spending a lot of elixir on this side. We have a musketeer, and like I said earlier, you know, just the musketeer and a giant combo. I was feeling it. So we went ahead and took it over here because, you know, he was spending his elixir as soon as he got it, and that's why we were able to take this tower down. He was broke. So that is a basic and common thing with the lower people. They just want to spend all of their elixir as soon as they get it, and they don't want to put slow developing pushes together. So I do understand where that's coming from, but we were able to capitalize on it, and that's how we're going to be able to win. We're going to go ahead and distract so that we don't lose our archers that will sit there essentially take care of the prince. So we're going to go on ahead and distract, kill him, and Mini P.E.K.K.A. is so good, guys. It's a really good card. I just really don't want too many rares in my deck with this going forward, because rares are also really hard to level up. So we're going to do mostly commons in this deck, and then we're going to maybe only have 2, possibly 3 rares, probably 3 rares in the deck, because we're going to use Fireball. Fireball is just too good. We need him for the high usage of Barbarians. And it's just also another game winner if you need to chip away or take out buildings, you know, everything else. So a lot of people use the spam huts. So maybe, hopefully, we're going to get this in one more game, it looks like. And so yeah, you know, need to have the arrows and need to have the fireball, and the giant, you know, is going to be our protection. And I'm getting excited for this game again. This is a lot of fun for me. Oh my god, guys, he just dropped 9 elixir right off the bat. There we go, I did it. I said sayings correctly. We did it. Alright, we also defended his push pretty well. You know, now we have a counter push going on. So that is exactly what you do not want to do. We're going to go on ahead and fire a ball here. His bomber, and he played an excellent giant. I guess that was all the elixir he had. Our musketeer is just going to go to town and go to work. It's going to push us back on our side of the bridge. We're going to put our prince in the back. Look at that. Boom! Like, get the full charge on there, and we're going to be able to hit him. Unfortunately, he's going to put down some barbarians. It's really going to slow us down, take out our musketeer. Looks like we might have enough health. We're going to have enough health. We're going to get a full charge, and nobody puts down a musketeer. So he's spending a lot of elixir to defend us, and the only thing we're really doing is in here playing defense. That is all we are doing currently right now, is sitting back playing defense. It looks like I'm attacking, but the only thing I'm doing is defending. So we defended that, the Valkyrie and his stuff right there. We're gonna go on ahead and fireball the bomber, because we did not learn our lessons. He's probably about to drop the barbarians on us, but it is not going to matter. Our musketeer is locked on. Giant is on here, and I'm sure he's just sitting there trying to put down some kind of troops. I thought he was going to put down his barbs, but he got down his prince. We're going to kill the prince right. Oh, one more stab, and now we're going to get a full charge off. Da, 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 da. Boom. All right, this is looking like a 3-crown victory right here, guys. Going ahead and put our little Larrys down just for distraction, and we're going to go on ahead and take down the 3-crown victory. Sweet. All right, did we get 1100? I think that was 11. Yeah, 1104. Sweet. So let's open up, and hopefully we can get some hog riders here out of this chest. Tombstone. Might use tombstone in the future. And a rage. We're not going to use that. All right, that was cool. We were hoping to get that. So if you guys have a buck or two, I'm going to be a free-to-play player on this account, but if you guys have $1 or $2 to spend on the game, this is a great value, and I highly recommend it. You know, it's just for the cost of what you're spending there on the gems is super good value. So I cannot wait to make more of this and to see what this little baby account is going to develop into. Hopefully we can get it into Legendary Arena as a lower level. Possibly, I'm thinking more realistically, it's definitely going to be a level 6 we can get it there. But I think 5 is just too much of a stretch, and we're not going to be able to level our cards to where we're going to need. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. If you have not hit subscribe, please hit that subscribe button and throw up the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. So check out my other videos as well. Also follow me on Twitter. And check out my new fresh graphics, guys. I'm really excited about that. My homeboy Ace put his info down in the description as well. Also give him a follow on Twitter. And as you can see here, guys, I have not lost a single match on here, as you can see through my battle logs. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. One more time, I will see you on the next one, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace, y'all.